Alright. I guess the stream's starting, alright. So it's now 5 p.m. CST. And it's time for me to now stream things. So I'm excited. Right now there's no one here. Oh, actually, let me make a announcement real quick. Let's go to announcements. You can't see this because of Discord, but basically I'll say ping announcements. Stream is starting. The PC is under the game development. Category. I don't expect many people to be here. And so I'll just be talking. And that's okay. Oh, I forgot to say, to talk, if you want to ask questions, ask them in the, develop hashtag, what is it called? Developer questions? Yeah, I made the server. Here we go. Cool, so we're ready to start. Yep, alright, we're ready to start. Alright, I forgot I had to mute my alt account. Okay, so I think we're good. We're ready to start. Here we go. So I've been, to start, I don't expect many people to be here, but we're gonna be developing stuff. And I made quite a few assets recently. And I since I took in the poll, which is I think about a week and like 3 days, I've been working like at least like 6 hours a day or 6 hours a day, sorry, or maybe 7. Anyway, I've been spending a lot of time making assets. And some of the stuff I've made are I made some candles, I made a plant, I made a coffee table, which may change this is going to be a dog, but I'm not sure if it'll stay, but it's there. It's a ladder, but it's like a bookcase. It can go with bookcases, a ladder and chest, which kind of looks really cool. I really like that. A TV stand. This is a free model. The TV is a free model. I haven't, I'll make my own TV. I just didn't feel like making it, so that's like the only free model here. Yeah, free model. I wrote down every free model that I used, and that's so far there's only one on the list, and I'll make changes to fix that later, because I don't want to be using free models. But anyway, this couch I made, this chair I made, this plant I also made, which took a long time. I made a lamp. Yeah, just a lamp, a coffee table that's circular, a wardrobe, a bed, a door, which is kind of small, kind of skinny. We'll just bring this guy over here in that door, which is going to change, since it is about like the length of the person, and I want it to be a little bit bigger than that. But whatever. For right now, that's fine. And then I made a dresser, and this kitchen, which actually took kind of a long time to do. So we have drawers here, and that's in a sink, a dishwasher, an oven, and a stove on top. We got a refrigerator. So all stuff that'll be used later in time. And so this is the stuff I made, and so during this development, I'm basically just going to make the outline of the walls, basically just make walls, windows, windowsills, kind of building up the walls and stuff, and then putting the furniture in, and then just kind of going from there. And if I get some questions that people ask, then I'll answer those questions. I'm in my alt account too, in the developer questions, so I'm like looking at that right now on my phone. So you can ping me, that's all right. And I don't really mind. I don't mind getting pinged. In fact, I encourage pinging me if you have a question. For now, that may change in the future, but for right now, that's okay. So yeah, this is the stuff I made, and then I've been making everything in a blender. So let me just switch over to that real quick. I have to I'm trying to manage two things at one time. I'm trying to manage what is it? Blender's. Let's open up Blender. Because I have to switch my stream in Discord, and I also have to change. I am kind of stuttering a lot. I also just change my stream and my recording thing, because I'm also recording this, which then could be used later. So now I need to stop streaming there, stream again in Discord, so it's going to take a few seconds. And I don't want to share my entire screen because I don't want you all to see literally everything I have open. I don't know, let's just... But I just pressed full screen. That's not... So yeah, not everything that I've made in Roblox Studio is over here, because I have been moving stuff in and out of Roblox, and I've been and then there's some files where I made the lamp, for example, or the plants that I made, or the fan you saw. I've made they have their own unique Blender file, and I just haven't transferred them over here to this. This is just going to be the where I just put shit. Sorry, I shouldn't curse. I should put stuff in here and then just build around it. And recently, I've had this, and like yesterday, I was getting ready for my stream, and for some reason, I don't know why, but I put basically this image into Roblox Studio to have it as a layout when I make the walls, because I originally was going to do the walls in what is it called, in Roblox Studio, but for some reason it didn't. They gave me a warning and said you have to link it, or or something like that, and I was like, it's off my computer. I made it myself. It's on my computer, and I can't exactly link it to my computer. So I really don't know how to get around that. So pretty much all of this stream today is going to be in here. So I don't really know how I'm going to do the walls, because I was really hoping to not do the walls here, because I can you can intersect walls, which isn't ideal, because I don't even know why. I saw this tutorial or something about intersecting walls and stuff, and I all right, let's just not do that today. So yeah, but everything's gonna be done pretty much in here. I just wanted to show you the assets that I made in the very beginning. And I'll just kind of move stuff in and out, kind of how it goes. And this thing I'll move up and down just so I can see what I made. This counter, I was originally going to have a counter in here, but it turns out I just moved this guy, just move it around a little bit and then just duplicate it. I want to have at least the width of two people. When you wander, I don't know, when the player is wandering around, because that goes in wiggle room, but if there's not enough space, because two players on either side is pretty much not perfect, because that hand is intersecting into that wall. So I got rid of the counter idea. Actually, I didn't want to delete all those. How about I don't just get rid of these three guys? So yeah, so there's not going to be any counter, and that's okay. But I do have a trash can here, which is not related, but private kitchen. And there's gonna be more stuff in the kitchen, and also there's gonna be more stuff in here. And in this blueprint, I'm gonna move it all the way up here. There's this bed. This is supposed to be a dresser. There's a wardrobe here, and it like there's just doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of stuff in here. And there's like an empty closet, and obviously, that's not really gonna happen when the I'm starting to finish up the map. There's going to be multiple maps um, as I make this game, because it is going to be based on chapters and it is going to be a story game, and it's also going to be kind of horror too, which is the goal. I'm still kind of writing the story and it isn't finalized, and so I'm just gonna kind of avoid talking about the storyline right now because it is still it's still subject to change. And I also, when I'm developing this, I have a problem of talking and just not doing shit. I am terrible at multitasking, notoriously terrible at multitasking, which is also one of my concerns for this stream today. But anyway, as I was saying, yeah, so yeah, there's just stuff that I need to do. And storyline, I just don't as I was saying, I don't want to say the whole storyline because that's just gonna be. It just tells too much story about what's going on. It doesn't keep surprises, and I want to have some surprises on development. And I'd like to keep it like that if I can. So some stuff is just gonna be kind of quiet, and only I'll pretty much know about it unless you question me about it in my DMs because it's super. I don't mean to say this the wrong way, but it's super easy to slip into my DMs because I'm super talkative and I'm also an extrovert. So if you just want to talk to me, feel free. My DMs are open, and I don't mind being talked to. I can talk and sometimes I can capable of talking and modeling stuff at the same time. But that's not gonna happen all the time. There's gonna be multiple instances throughout the stream of you'll just see me just completely stop what I'm doing and just to talk, and I'm making hand movements that you don't see. And I'm not making hand movements right now, but sometimes I will. It's a little embarrassing since no one can see it, but it's I don't even do that in real life, which is funny. But when I'm on stream or talking to people online, I touch my screen to gesture to the thing I'm talking about, or I make hand movements even though I don't do it in real life. And I just do stuff like that, it's interesting to say the least. So yeah. So little stuff about me that you probably didn't know. So anyway, so what I'm doing right now is the reason why I'm duplicating this each time is because if I don't, I can't exactly actually scratch that. Nope, I don't need to duplicate each time. Okay, sometimes I will have to duplicate it each time because if I want to make a wall going, let's look at top view right now. If I want to make a wall going down this view where my mouse is, and make a wall, and then make a wall so I could do a loop cut, which basically just kind of makes it's a loop. It's self-explanatory. It makes a loop cut. But every time I loop cut, it's not going to be the exact original size. And I want each wall to be equal sizes, so I'm just gonna have to duplicate it each time. It's kind of annoying. And I'm still upset that I really, really wanted to do this in Roblox Studio, but since Roblox got mad at me yesterday or something about having this blueprint, this thing that me and Chaos made together. Thank you, Chaos, by the way, for helping me with that. That me and Chaos worked on together. Roblox just didn't like it, and I'm pretty sure that is a security measure because they don't want they don't want like NSFW stuff or yeah. And speaking of like NSFW stuff and like Roblox, sometimes it's annoying and I don't actually look at how many vertices, hold on. Look at how many vertices this guy has. That's insane. Look at that. Look at that. That's insane. Anyway. just had to say that. But I originally was going to do this project in probably like Unity or some other like thing I'm sort of not familiar with. Unity, what's the other one? Unreal Engine. I was gonna do that, but since my computer can't really handle that, I have to kind of stick with Roblox. And it's not really what I want to do, but it's just kind of what happened. And so I just kind of have to stick with that. So I'm making the walls here. I'm making the walls about that height of the character. Because it would be unrealistic to have every wall of a house, you know, because if you're this is going to be to a proportional scale of like a person, and even though I know that the Roblox character isn't exactly proportional, I mean it's cartoonish, the head is too big, the hands are too big, but you know, just pretend that like isn't like that. It's not exactly proportional, but I'm just kind of using it as reference. I think the legs are too short too. Like there's just stuff that's not proportional, but I'm using it as reference anyway. And I probably should be using reference of my own models instead of that. Actually, yeah, I should probably do that. But I also don't want to be like when you're playing it as the character, because I imported this Roblox character from Roblox, that you know it's too hard to go. So I just kind of have to consider both. Yeah, there is. I don't know why there is too. There is too. Yeah, so normally I would say like the window would be right about there. Let me look at my own windows for a second. Okay, so realistically, my own windows are pretty low to the ground, about this high. But I don't really know. So I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Kind of just deal with it later. And I'm just going to just make walls. That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna make walls, and then I'll kind of decide the window height later. Can I figure it out later? So yeah, so I'm gonna duplicate the wall, move it backwards. And try to make things in line with each other, but try not to intersect, which is going to happen anyway. And it's not terrible if a lot of things intersect, but it's also not ideal because there could be faces. So see like right here, right there. Look at that. It's like intersecting right there. So move it back just a tad. All right, it's not intersecting anymore, which is good. That's actually really good. And let's look at this. So yeah, this button right here is like basically X-ray mode. And since there's a face right here, we don't need that face because since that face is facing this wall, we can just get rid of it. No one's gonna see it. It's not really that big deal. So let's go to delete face. And now the face is gone, and you don't even notice anything. So having extra faces can result in lag and stuff. And at all costs, I do want to avoid lag since I am making models that have a lot of vertices, such as this. For example, if I could actually like zoom on it, which is this bed, which kind of doesn't have too many vertices, but it's a little more than that's a deal. to do these pillows and stuff, and also these handles, which actually have a whole lot of vertices. And the more vertices, the more laggier it is. And so that's kind of the punishment of having high detail models, which results in lag. And, you know, obviously I don't want to have a game where it's just too laggy for people to want to play, and people just don't want to do that anymore. So I have to kind of consider stuff like that. Alright, so we're approaching the sunroom right here. Let's look at top view. And so I'm planning to have this sunroom to be kind of like this. Not particularly like that. There are doors like right here. You can tell by that handle, and like probably maybe a door behind this cameraman, but honestly, who knows? We can't see it. And then we have this area right here with stone. This probably archway, if I were to make it, would probably be like a curved archway rather than just a rectangular. But honestly, I don't know. I don't know if I'll make it exactly like that, but it is going to be in some ways similar, and probably going to have a slanted roof, since it is going to be boring if I just put a flat roof on there. And realistically, you know, rain, that's the thing. Like, because I am making something like realistic, so if there's going to be rain on a flat roof, like where the rain would just cave into the sunroom, so I'd have to make it curved like that. This hallway is interesting. I'm not sure if I'll make the front of the building like that. It's just, these are all reference pictures that I just found on Pinterest, and they are linked on like the thing these are all linked in like the original thing I made with me and Chaos. But yeah, so these are just ideas of what I'll do. I don't know if I will copy them exactly, but yeah, I do say but a lot. I don't know why I'm saying but. A little weird, say the least. Okay, so anyway, back to the walls. Okay, so just to clear some stuff up, in case you're curious about anything, these orange dots that you see right here, those are the origin of the a mesh. This is what all these things are. They're meshes. Because I don't know, but yeah, of this mesh, the origin's there. So if I go to object set origin to origin geometry, which basically makes that origin, puts it right smack in the middle of it, from the x-axis, from the y-axis, and the z-axis of the, like, it just kind of does some math or something to make it right smack in the middle, which is actually like super helpful and stuff. And that kind of helps when I'm like rotating, because it rotates by the origin. I don't really need to rotate it, I just need to move it up. So let's just that. And move it to the X a little bit, because I don't want those. Don't want them touching, but I want them close. So I'm still very upset about doing the walls in Blender. I really, really wanted to do them in like Roblox Studio, but you know, it's just what happened. So yeah, there's some intersecting stuff right here, and I kind of can't really do anything about it. So it's just, I'm just gonna have some intersecting walls. So I'm gonna duplicate this one more time, move it this way, go on top of you again, so I can see everything well. And then press Y, move it right there. Oh, no, that's a little too much. How's that? Okay, I'd say that's pretty good. There's no wall right here. That's fine. Don't exactly need a wall right there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going to get rid. Actually, am I gonna get rid of that floor? Because it is kind of annoying. Because I need to see the floor plan. Actually, you know what I'll do it in between. I can. That's okay. So this thing over here that I'm looking at, that is everything that is in every model that I've made, such as that hand cylinder, that thing. You know, kind of the same as it is in Roblox Studio. And I don't really need to look at this right now. So I'm going to close the stuff up, close up the kitchen, and then find that, which I think is in Spanish on 3 build, and then let's do that. And this is the reference picture. So yeah, this is the first floor. I just toggled on off, and then the reference would be this picture that I'm looking at. But I need that right there, so I'm gonna just keep it like that. The trick now is just not to move any of the models that I made. I mean, it's okay if I do, but I prefer to refrain from doing that. I'm going to delete that because I duplicated that, but I don't actually need to duplicate it. Scratch that, I do need to duplicate that. So top view, duplicate, and then just move up. And then, you know, as you know, I'm making adjustments to walls and stuff like that. So, I can't exactly talk about Blender this entire time because that is going to get a little boring. Not something that everyone will want to watch all the time. So so I guess some of the stuff that is, I guess I should talk about the game a bit. I think the ideal of what people would want to see, since currently in the Discord there's no one in this VC with me. No one is asking questions, so I just kind of have to talk for myself, which is fine. I don't really mind that. Let me just check up on my recording, make sure I'm talking. All right, because I don't want to corrupt. So that's anything but good. Let's move that there. So I know it's appears that I don't want to talk entirely about the storyline, but there is some stuff I do want to talk about the storyline. So specifically about this house, which I will talk about. And it like I said, everything that I'm saying right now could be changed. It could not be. I don't know. Like I said in the beginning, I'm still kind of writing the story. Fix that. All right. No, no. Negative 270. Thank you. Okay. So for this house specifically, this will be a house of a family who actually has probably, I don't, like I said, this will be changed. I'm gonna say I don't know a lot of the time, or this will be changed a lot because I honestly don't know. It's probably a family that's lived here for a while, um, and then like trying to like figure out how to like say this properly. But like a family that's lived here for a while, and they just, the dad comes home because he was working. You know, I don't know what job, but he'll probably wear like some kind of suit, or he'll be a, I don't know what kind of occupation that. I'm just gonna say suit because I don't fucking know. Maybe he works at a desk job. Who knows? But he'll work at some kind of, and then he'll come home, and his daughter, which will be, I, you know, I wrote down the name somewhere, and it starts with an A. I think it's gonna be Elena or Ali or Aliana. I don't know. Elena or Aliana or something like that. Like just a pretty name. And I kind of like did a Google search. Kind of guilty of doing a Google search for Spanish names because this is going to be a Spanish. It's like not all the time. When I make a house, it's gonna be like, oh, a Spanish home. There's gonna be like, people who like speak Spanish or like from like Mexico or Spain or Puerto Rico or I don't know. Anyway, it's not gonna be like that every time. Like I'm just for now. This is just what it's gonna be. I'm not trying to like what's the word? Stereotype people like if you live in this house, you're like this kind of family. No. But for right now, this is just what's gonna happen in this house, and as like the story goes, I'm like trying to justify myself. I don't know why. But basically, dad comes home and her daughter Alina was at home. She's kind of young, probably like she's like very short, so probably like 10, 11, 12, like middle sixth grade or like elementary school, like someone who's like super young, and then something tragic happens. And I don't know what the tragedy is going to be. But something tragic happens. And now the daughter's still in the house, but the dad can't find him. And so he's like scrambling around the house trying to find his daughter because his daughter is normally like, hanging out in like, say, the billiards room, playing games, or like in the living room watching TV or something, like somewhere where she normally is. Because I don't know what day of the week would be. It'd be a Tuesday, right? Yeah. Okay, so the day would be a Tuesday or like a work week, and dad came home late, and Elena just isn't where she normally is. So now the dad is scrubbing around the house trying to find her, and when he does, she's not functioning like a normal. She's acting weird and out of the ordinary, and the dad is like having a panic attack and trying to get her attention. At first he's like, Elena, like, stop ignoring me, like, I'm here. And then he realizes that something's wrong and she's possessed in some sort of way. And then she like do something weird. I don't know, something weird. And then dad will call the cops or something. And the cops don't know what to do because they think it's a prank call. But like legally, when you when you call the cops, they have to go check up on the person. I think that's how it works. I have to do research about that. But the cops can't. They just think she's being pranked, and she's just like, she has like some mental problem, or I don't know, something like that. And they're like, boy. So then he like calls, and then the father calls the cops again or something to like help, like figure out why the hell his daughter is not responding. And so now this like super cool team pops up. It's gonna be like, we were like with like possession, supernatural, because I really like supernatural stuff. So I'm going to put like supernatural, like SCP stuff. That's not gonna be SCP stuff, but stuff like if you've read any SCP stuff, there's stuff that happens that shouldn't happen, and that's pretty much kind of what happens to Elena. Something that shouldn't happen does happen. It's unexplained, and they can't figure out. So the father, and like I probably should have already said I don't want to delete that. So the father's already escorted by the house, And I don't know. I'm gonna have to write the story of how this like super cool team pops up. But the super cool team pops up, and they can't, and they are now trying to do this mystery problem solving of like what kind of powers she has, because now she's like supernatural and she can't function like a normal human being and be a part of society anymore. And so now she has to be in some kind of containment or some kind of order has to happen in order for her to. I forgot. I'm not putting completely forgot that I'm not putting spaces for the windows. I'm just doing the basic walls. And then the super cool team that pops up is going to actually be you, the player, who will be figuring out this stuff. But that isn't actually how the full story starts. The chapter doesn't start like that. There's like a lead up to it and like some, I guess, a little bit of suspense. But this first chapter isn't meant to be truly scary. It's supposed to be a kind of suspense of a mystery, kind of a little scary, but like very low key, not supposed to shake you to your bones, just a chill kind of thing. And and so that's basically how the chapter is. It's just this father and daughter, and the mother's deceased or no longer here, or I don't know. The mother just isn't. It's just the mother, the father, Elena, and I don't know. I don't know if they're going to be siblings. There might be. There might not. And that'll just kind of how the story works. Still in question of how it'll like fully play out, but there's gonna be a thing of the player trying to figure out stuff and like watching Elena, and then maybe Elena will like go back to normal somehow, some way. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Yeah, that's basically how it's going. I plan for it to work. Why is this wall kind of not being out more than I wanted it to be? I'll probably have to re-explain that if people want to join this PC. Yeah. Okay, so got this while it's down. I think I was doing something while I was talking because I'm notoriously bad at multitasking. You know, every like since the day time I woke up, it's when I was like, all right, stream day, yeah. That's like the only thing I was thinking about today, which is actually kind of funny. I just thought it'd be easier because I really just wasn't expecting Roblox. I'm still really annoyed about that. This Roblox, like I don't even know why Roblox is like this. But that's just I don't know. So I'm gonna add one more door. I have one more wall thing right here. And some rooms may actually be changed. Change size. For example, let me do this real quick. Like while I work on this, some rooms might be changed, such as this room right here. It is kind of small. It like garages don't need to be huge, but they don't like. It could be. I could stretch this out a little bit more this way, and have some storage right here, and some like storage right here and stuff like that. Like I might extend it out just a bit, but like for this most part, like this room will stay the same. This room most likely will stay the same. Like if I change it, it'll be up here. Move it up a little. Office studio. This is going to be like. I don't really know what it's going to be here, but two desks with like a gaming, I don't know, gaming word, and then a like what's it called, a rolly chair? Anyway, a rolly chair. It's gonna be a dining table, stuff like that. I'm actually curious that no one has joined the stream. I expected at least like 3 people to join. I have about 15 people in my Discord, and no one has joined. But that's okay. I'm just gonna upload the stream into. Oh wait. All right, I'm recording again. The main reason why I do that is because I've had experience with the OBS in the past where if I stream for too long, it like the recording actually gets, the FPS slowly goes down. So if I stop recording and then record again, the FPS stays at a consistent and not too bad. So I'll just kind of do that every 30 to 40 minutes. And we'll be good. And hopefully, I did test my recording last night. I did not test it before I streamed, which is might be the death of me. Not truly the death of me. But if I do have problems with the stream after, like, what I'm looking for when I'm like putting each video together, of like, because I'm stopping a stream, like each video together, and like it just ends up to be trash. I'm terribly sorry. That was not intentional. But hopefully I avoid that by stopping and starting the stream. So that'll be good. And this is also, fun fact, this is actually my second time making a game. The first time, I'm not going to talk too much into detail about it, because they're honestly using that, and I need to like actually do stuff while I talk. I keep like gesturing stuff with my hands even though no one sees it. It's really sad. Anyway, so the last time I tried to make a game, why is that higher? Okay, I can't have that. Yeah, it's gonna need to do that. Alright, so last time I made a game, this was 2 years ago, and you'll kind of see evidence of this stuff, about, like, my last game 2 years ago, because I don't know what channels, I'm not really gonna look at it right now, but probably in reaction rules. Actually, I am looking through. Yeah, in reaction rules, the very first message sent is from 2020 of October, I think, if I know my months right. And the main problem is why that failed, and not many people here know that, about that last game. The main reason why I did fail is I didn't know how to model. I didn't know how to be efficient, and I didn't have the mental strength to model every day. And I actually did stuff in the most inefficient way possible, and I had no idea what I was doing. I had no plans. I had no blueprints. I didn't write the story out. I just kind of just dived straight into this pool of water and just didn't learn how to swim first, and ended up metaphorically drowning my dad. So, not like this is all metaphor of this pool, but that's why I failed, because I didn't know how to make a game, and it kind of showed. So yeah, so I plan to, like, and I don't mean plan. I'm doing my best to not not do that because I've been planning, and obviously, as you can tell, because there's this great big blueprint. I made in the Discord, like what channel is it? The concept characters. I made a channel in concept characters about if you want to upload, and you are free to upload concept characters if you feel like it. Like there's nothing stopping you. But at the time being, like, since there isn't much about information about the game at this time and at this moment, not a lot of people kind of know what kind of characters to just throw in the game, and that's fair. I need to set the origin geometry, and that's fine. Like I'm not expecting a whole lot right now. Talking first will make my voice just not, and I have like some water with me, but I'm like trying to like not drink the water because I don't want to have to go to the bathroom every few minutes. So I'd rather just stream dehydrated apparently. Or like little, yeah. Okay, I thought I had a little space right there, but apparently I didn't. That's good. Alright. Okay, let me get a drink of water actually. Well, I don't have any water. It's not what I want. I want water. It's okay. Also, I'm not putting spaces for windows. I have to keep reminding myself to not do that. I am putting spaces for like doorways. And doorways. Because I don't need to put a wall for a doorway. Because it's a doorway. But like at the top of the door I need to put a space there because you don't really. Yeah, because there's always a little bit of wall above each doorway, and I'm going to do that. Alright, reminder to self not put. Do not put spaces for walls or windows. What should I say? So what else should I talk about? Well, I can talk about the story, and I could think about it, but I have to like think it right. And I'm not like I really, really am terrible when it comes to writing. Like normally I get like 70s when I write stuff, and it's passing, but it's also like not good quality. Which is why I don't really trust myself when it comes to writing stories and stuff. I have some people like my right hand man's, also known as Chaos, and some other people that I asked to check the stories to make sure they're good. So I have some people checking my stuff because I don't trust myself with good writing stories. That's why, yeah. I'm going to write a good quality story. Yeah. I know that like the only thing I'm like currently talking about right now is like just the story. Like that's the only thing I talk about. I honestly don't know what else to talk about. I could talk about this, but that's like what I'm doing. But it's pretty obvious. I'm just putting walls together, which would take half the time if I was doing this in Roblox Studio, which is why I don't want to do it here. Which is my third time complaining about this, I think. Actually. Yeah, I do think it's like my third time complaining. Oh man. Actually, let's talk about the house again for like the second time. So there's gonna be a garden kind of out front, somewhat similar to this. Probably not exactly, but there's going to be like the stone area because you have a little bit of porch. That's going to be like right here. And then walk, and then there's going to be a walkway, and then a driveway, and then maybe a little sliver of grass the entire time. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. It probably would look better without that sliver of grass because I kind of like it's a divider, but it also looks bad. So I'll probably just like combine these two, like the walkway and the driveway. I'd have a yard and like maybe some plants in the front of here, and some other stuff like that. And in the backyard, there might be a pool. There might not. It's also gonna be this kind of background with like flourishing plants, and I did not really do that. People can. And basically just stuff like that, which I think would actually look really good. I have to like model some plants and stuff. And speaking of plants, that plant I showed in Roblox Studio. Yeah, let me just pull it up again so you can like look at it. Hold on. I have to. There's no one in the live stream, the Discord live stream, right now, so I'll just kind of switch my stream over our recording to Roblox Studio. Here we go. Okay. Alright. Okay. So one of the main problems of the plant that I made. Actually, let's just bring this over here, and also let's just bring that over here. One of the main problems is that there's actually quite a bit of faces on here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they're kind of hard to see, since they are this one flat color. And like there's also like a lot of faces on these stems and stuff, and I really don't like that. It would be easier to have an image of a stem and then just kind of and then throw the image if Roblox would just allow me to throw images into Roblox Studio so I can do stuff, that would be great. But for some reason it's not letting me. Anyway. No, if I could throw images instead of these leaves, that would actually prevent a lot of lag. It wouldn't look as, it actually kind of depends if it looks as good or not, but it would definitely prevent a lot of lag, and this is super laggy right here. If you just put like 20 of these in like this like 4x5, 4x5 is 20, I guess. You'll just like, and then it's just a lag block, like just this plant. And like most of the stuff isn't like super laggy. Like this, they don't have too many faces. This has quite a bit of faces, but it's kind of not terrible. And these handles obviously do have quite a bit of faces and stuff like that. And like there's just stuff I think about all the time, but like, oh, there's too many faces. I need to like do stuff about it. But like, it's fine for now. If it becomes a problem, I can, if I learn, once I add the scripting phase, scripting phase is going to be after let's go back to Blender. And the scripting phase is going to be after I finish modeling the house, and that's when I'll start scripting, having doors open and close. Curtains, I don't know if most likely will have curtains. Maybe the player can sit, which is probably very, very unlikely. Stuff like that. That's when I start getting these coding phases, and then it'll switch from that coding phase, and once that house is done, in the exterior of like the house, is just the garden out front and the back. It'll be on a street too, so I need to do that. After I do that, I'll be back on the modeling phase, where I start working on the next map, because there's going to be about the 4 maps in the chapter. And some of the maps actually might be a lot very big, and some of the maps are not very big at all. And some maps are just going to be like a cutscene and stuff, where the player doesn't actually play, they just kind of look at it, and it kind of leads into a map or stuff. And so if you, let's move this back a little bit, it's not exactly, it's like that. Just click out of it. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, I guess making walls here isn't as bad as it would. It just would be easier to do on Roblox. I'm gonna keep complaining about that until I figure out how to do it. Anyway. Yes, there's just gonna be quite a few maps. And they're all gonna be high quality maps. This game that I'm making isn't meant to be a money grab, or something that's just half-assed. Like, I'm trying to make a good quality game that people will enjoy, including myself, if I ever come to play my own game, which is probably unlikely. Actually, it's actually inevitable because I will have to play test to test for bugs. But if I ever, it'll be, I guess it'll be unlikely just to play it just because. And there's, this word I'm thinking of. Oh, is this? It's not. Hold on. I would like a face there, please. Thank you. It would be unlikely for me to actually play the game, as this has the game. But maybe I will. Maybe I will one day, because I know some people love playing with the developers, which I have learned through my years of playing as a gamer for a while, that people love playing with developers. I also love playing with developers. It's all the hype. It's taking screenshots on your phone to remember this moment. That's what it could also become a marketing thing if the developer plays their own game. People will want to play the game if they hear about it and join live streams and stuff with the developer and be like, yo, I want to play a game with you. And that's kind of like a marketing thing. Unless you're friends with me. But I'm kind of talking about stuff where I haven't made a game before. Again, I'm gonna say this again, I haven't made a game before, so I don't even know how far along I'll work. I don't know how fast I can get this done, and I don't know if I'll still have a little community waiting for me when the game is done. Because I talked about it to one of my friends before. There's always this is just a metaphor, but there's always this clock that's ticking. As more time passes, the less patience people have with me. And I have to keep up with that clock. And if I communicate, and if I talk, if it looks like I'm making progress every week, because I will be streaming once a week, I can reset that clock back just a little bit, just to have a little bit more time, where people stay with me longer. But at the end of the day, the clock is still clicking. And I only have so much time until people don't have time with me. And right now, I don't know when I can get this done. I don't know the date of the finished game. I just don't know, and I really wish I could give people an answer, but to be honest, I don't have an answer. I can't tell you anything. And it makes me upset, because I really wish I could, but I can't say I'll be done in 3 months, because I'm not going to be done in 3 months. And then when 3 months are up, people be like, why isn't the game out? And I'm like, I guessed that time wrong. And I'm notorious, realistically, in real life, I'm notoriously bad at saying like the time of when I'll be done with something. Like normally it like takes me 2 times longer than I say the time it will be. So that's also another reason on top of reason number one of expectations of people, where I just avoid talking about it's avoid talking about like uh how much time it'll take me, because I'm terrible at that sometimes. I am excited to make a game, and I said in the very beginning that I've been modeling since that took up poll. Let me just like check Discord real quick. I think the day I posted, actually no, the poll reactions what is it? What channel is it called? It's called Concept Blueprints, right? Okay, so on 7/25, which was it was 31, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 days I've been working. Actually, scratch that. 8 days I've been working because I took one day off. And then every other day I've been working for like 7 hours a day. And I came up with. Oh, what just happened? Oh my god, I just thought I deleted everything. No, I just looked at the phone. So. Oh my. I don't even know how I did that. At the bottom. Right. Yeah, I do. I've been working like all the time modeling stuff, and there's gonna be a point where I don't actually have to model stuff. I can just use my previous models, import them into the map once I make the walls and stuff, and then it'll be like pretty easy to like model or like make the game, and I'll get easier to get to step 2, which is scripting, and then step 3 would be animating or probably sound design, stuff like that. It'll be easier to get into those steps, but at this time and at this minute, I haven't made assets before for a game, so it's all kind of like I have to just make everything, and I can't use free models every single time I want to make something, because I've heard stuff on Roblox where people make. Let's put this at 45, I think. Where people make a game and they use a free model, and somehow, some way, they get copyrighted for using the said model, and now they're in trouble, and shit goes sideways, and just stuff that you wouldn't think would happen happens. So that's why I'm like actually avoiding using free models, and I will actually, and I sometimes I am, for the time being, just as a placeholder, I will use a free model every once in a while, such as TV. I don't really like. I don't really like want to make a TV right now, so for the time being, I'm just using a free model, and then later, I'll make adjustments and not use the TV. Okay, so there's some intersecting edges right here, which I'm kind of not a fan of, but I'm not really gonna do too much about it right now, so I'll just kind of leave it there, leave it be. Fine for now. So I guess this is the last bit. Oh, I need to do that. But that's going to be like windows and stuff, and I don't really want to touch that right now. So that's just going to be kind of open. Right. So the scripts are going to be kind of open. I'm still confused why this is the winning map. Like, I really thought it was going to be like Spanish Realm 1 or 2, but like not 3. Like, not 3. Me and Chaos both thought that this map was the weakest. And like, because it was the last one we made actually in order of the maps we made from was actually the order of the blueprints numbered. So Spanish Home 1 was made first, Spanish Home 2 was made second, Spanish Home 3 was obviously made third. And so we both just didn't think that, this map would make it, but like surprise, it did. And that I don't know if I think I'm pleasantly surprised, to be honest. I just wasn't expecting that. Okay, I still want to make sure this is at a rotation of negative. Okay, yeah, 45. So that's good. So, all right, here we go. So it's been. All right, sorry. My mom is calling for me, but uh, I'm being backed up right now. Family. Yay, them. Thank you. Why is this? Oh, I was like trying to figure why there's like space there. Cause I'm like, I'm pretty sure there's no like empty spaces here. Yep, I'm right. There's no empty spaces here. So let's just do a little bit of that. There we go. All right. Do that. All right. There's gonna be an empty. There's a little bit of a wall that's sticking out, and that's not gonna stay. I'll fix that later. But I'm trying to put them like precisely, but also not precisely at the same time. I know about. Yeah, super tired. Ooh. Really hope you didn't hear me yawning very loudly into the mic. Try to be quiet. Right. Well. Okay, and then have that little. Oh wait, I need to do those two. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then that. Oh, and that. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about this right now. I'm not at this part. That's just gonna be a whole different monster I'll deal with. Metaphorical monster, not few metaphors and poor person. Do I just speak in metaphors? I wouldn't say I would, but apparently sometimes I do. I used to like be confused about. I've never been very good at like English stuff. Never been my forte. Oh, that's it. Nope. Nope. I'm gonna go struggling here. Alright. Let's take that over there. Move that over this way. And do that. A little bit of that. Nice. Move that this way. Okay, cool. I'm almost finished. This is gonna be the fireplace, so I'm actually avoid putting stuff here. I'm again gesturing with my hands, even though you can't see me. I'm gonna avoid putting stuff here because that is going to be probably no wait. If that's gonna be a fireplace, it's not. I was gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be circular. No, it's not. Because I'm gonna have a cabinet on either side, and that is not. I was meant to put that even, but that's not even. That makes me so. I don't know why I didn't do that. Anyway, it's supposed to be even on each side, and I just did not do. I meant to fix that when I in the indicator. So I was again gesturing with my hand. You couldn't see that. It's pointing at my screen and tapping the screen. Um. What's up with that? Yeah, so I need to actually. I guess I will put walls there. Nice. Here we go. Can I do that? And then adjust this just a bit. So it's almost in line with with that. Here we go. Okay, that's fine. I'll have to adjust that later, but all right. So let's talk. Actually, I'm gonna duplicate this, move this sideways. That. Okay, so let's talk about the story again. For the third time. Oh, wait. I need to stop my recording and then record it. Alright, cool. Alright, we want some good quality recording, so that's why I do it. And then get the walls on either side of this door. Like, oh, no, I did not. Okay. I thought I'd select everything, but I just selected that. So, let's go dresser. Why is everything like that? It's weird. What is up with that? Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I remember. Yesterday, there was some kind of like key thing. I don't know what the technical term is. I pressed some keys and it like did some weird stuff and it like opened the files and I don't know what key I pressed and I haven't even bothered to search it and I just probably should have because it's actually super helpful. I didn't. It's the same length as it is on the other side. I shouldn't have to. No, it is not the same length as it is on the other side. What is up? On either side, but apparently I didn't even check. Make sure it's intersecting in the same, basically the same amount on either. Yep. Anyway. That's just weird. I don't know why I didn't do that. And then this here. And there's still no people have joined the stream except for like my like alt account isn't in here. Technically my alt account doesn't need to be here, but it is. And set origin to origin. There we go. Okay, well then maybe I just won't ping people 3 times today. I did a ping like week before we streamed. I ping the morning of and then it ping like like when I'm streaming the day, like the exact minute. Not even joking. And there's no one in the PC. And I'm upset about that. I said I was okay, but like I'm kind of hurt. I'm not even kidding. kind of hurt. It's not. It's not even that. Your streams aren't that interesting. Apparently. I don't know. I love being in streams. Oh, if it's my friends, I don't like other people. If it's my friends only, I'll be in the stream. Be like, yeah, I'll stick around the entire time. And otherwise, I'm like, I don't stick around. Oh, I don't like watching unless it's like Insta. He's like a phasmophobia. I'll probably watch his stream. Yeah, I probably would. Development streams aren't even that interesting to begin with. So there's that. Alright, cool. So we have the base outline of, the whole map. And if I really, really want to, and I don't know if I will. Oh, actually thinking about it. Okay, well, let me explain my thinking. So I was thinking that maybe I would get a I don't know, like a wall, and kind of lengthen it and loop cut, which I said before I even started doing the walls. I was like, I don't want to, because it's like inaccurate. Each time I make the loop cut, it's either be a little bit smaller or bigger than last time, or just like completely out of sync and just not not where I want to. But I was thinking that maybe I can like avoid this. Since I put down all the walls, I could make a loop cut. I could do loop cuts now because I can use the reference of the duplicated part of this part, which I duplicated all the way around here. And then, I have pretty much perfect loop cuts that don't really change in size. And so I can make arrangements to if I want to move a single wall up, I don't have to click every single. Ooh, that's such a great idea. But now I have to. First of all, I need to figure out where all the rest of the things are, because I was meant to put them in Spanish on there, but they're not there. So the last thing I touched was 99 plus. Oh, it's definitely there. Oh boy, definitely there. No. Okay, good thing I labels these parts, because otherwise I wouldn't even know if this took any part. Oh, it did. Look at that. It took those handles. Okay. I'm in there and just kind of. How do I I've done this, I've used Blender, but I've spent hours here and I'm struggling to. Just use control. Here we go. Alright, cool. Oh, there was cylinder. I didn't even notice that. Alright, so let me just press this to focus on these parts specifically. Okay, looks like I didn't pick up anything from oh fuck, I forgot to put a wall right there. Hold on, that's quite done. I forgot to wall. Let's move this down. It doesn't matter how down, but I want it space. Oh, and that. Gotta unselect that and move it. Actually, no, it's fine. It's fine since I am going to Okay, make a new collection. Hold on. I need to like add all the stuff. I'm gonna close walls. I'm gonna move this collection all the way up to the top. Okay, cool. We got walls. What I was going to say. I don't remember. I'm going to leave this. My alt account is going to leave the stream. I'm going to check on my recording. Make sure everything is good and dandy. It seems that it is. It might be a little frame laggy. I think the audio is fine, right? It's a little laggy by the frames, but it's okay. So I'm gonna get some water. I will be right back. Apparently everyone is busy, so they don't want to join. Still a little hurt, but it's okay. I mean, I know it's gonna be a quiet server, but I didn't think it was gonna be this quiet. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, I'll be back. I got some water. I'm quite thirsty. Alright, I am back. Right here. Alright. So I decided that I have some water too, which I filled up. So I might end up going to the restroom in like an hour or something. If I end up drinking all this, which I might, because I've been dehydrating myself, so I wouldn't have to go to the bathroom. Now I'm kind of dehydrated, so I need some water. And I'm normally like very hydrated. And I hate having flaky lips and a dry throat, so I prefer to be hydrated. So I'm just gonna be hydrated. Anyway, so I decided while I'm gonna go fill my water that I'm going to go. I'm going to do the loop cut for each wall. And some walls, let's look at top view here. Some walls, I'm not really going to end up like loop cutting. For example, this one that doesn't connect to. I mean, it connects over here, but that's kind of this is its own whole thing, and I don't know how I'm going to design that yet, so I'm just gonna not touch it. This is its own thing, but like, if you like draw a line, this is all connected. This is connected. This is connected. This is connected. This is connected, and then this is its own. Like this is a separate part of being connected and stuff. Anyway, you can draw figure it out yourself. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that. It's gonna take some time. There's going to be a lot of me being like, oh, where's this part? Where's this part? Well, in Blender they're called meshes, and Roblox are called parts because that's what Roblox called it. Ooh, wait, I'm trying to fix my hair. Okay. Alright, and so while I talk about, while I do that, I will talk about. I'm trying to like fill in questions, even though no one is giving me any questions. Not a single question yet, because no one's in the stream. So I'm like trying to like answer questions, even though no one has asked questions. So I don't know what to say. Honestly, I don't know what to say because I really thought there'd be at least like 2 people or 3 people join, but no. So I said it was okay. I said in the no, it's okay, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay. I move that this way. Move it that way. So I just don't really know what to talk about. So I don't have any questions asking me things. So I don't I don't know. Like what do people want to know? I guess like part of the story is going to be of like this story. Part of the story is his father and the daughter who isn't responding like how she. Go ahead. Okay, that's gonna reach all that because when I extrude it, it's gonna be part of it is going to go this way. I'm just doing it with my hands again, even though you can't see it. Also, just throw the mouth instead. So part of it's going to go this way. Part of the part's going to be this way because that'll be easier, I guess. And the cool thing about it is that I won't have intersecting walls or extra faces. And about each face will be the same. I'm gonna have faces, walls that are to intersect with each other. So this is. I'm gonna call this main cube. I'm gonna call this main cube 1. Cube is going to go all the way to the bottom. And there's just going to be intersecting parts this entire time, and it's going to make me angry. But I don't want intersecting things. Like having R, figure out where the. I have to like zoom out to like try to see the cut. Chest, alright, cut over there, move it up. Guess I'll just move it right there. That's like a perfect, almost perfect. I need to not get too finicky about this. Okay. I can just. I'm just gonna delete it. So I already got the. Get that all back. Okay, so I just realized I cut the wrong. Can I? Yes. I really, really wish I had something to say right now, other than just like development stuff. People ask me questions. Let's actually look at past questions. Oh yeah, okay. So some people think that I'm periodic games. I'm not periodic games, y'all. The game is going to be somewhat inspired by periodic games because there's going to be a horror game and there's going to be maps and there's going to be maybe custom characters or custom bands, like that I make, not that you make, because I'm the developer. Anyway, so there's gonna be like maybe that, but like for the most part, from storyline, it's not gonna be similar. And honestly, the storyline in Spectre is just trash, to say the least. I've been playing Spectre for a while, and I have donated to the devs. Like, oh, I already made a cut. I didn't think I did. Um, I'm not periodic games. Don't expect a game that's gonna be like periodic games, and it might be similar to periodic games, but at the end of the day, it's not intentional. In periodic games, it is kind of inspired, but it's not. It's not going to be periodic games, and I'm going to try my best to actually avoid that at all costs. Because I am not periodic games. I need a loop cut. I need to get it to the top part of that wall. Move it out just a bit, and then another cut right here, and then move it to the bottom part of that wall near the front. Like that. Cool. I'm going to remove this part because it will no longer be of use to me. And then get this part, get this face, top view, and then extrude. Okay. Okay, and then kind of just do the same thing here. Make a loop cut, the top view, the top part of that face, of that wall. And then make another cut to the bottom part of the face. Yeah, so it's kind of repetitive stuff. It is basically modeling stuff is. It's just repetitive, doing something over and over and over again. But you know, that's now we don't need these two guys. So I can get rid of that. Make that, and then get those two faces. And extrude that to almost no, all the way to here. Yeah, like that. Okay. And then I was actually going to get rid of that face. That's not. And make a line right about. Can I make a line here? Right. And then get those two, just make sure I got every edge of that. Kind of did. It's kind of intersecting with that plane. My camera's intersecting with that plane of that map that I made. I'm so mad. I'm going to continue to be mad. I'm furious. Okay. So I'm gonna just do a really cool thing here. I'm gonna go to vertice, and then get these bad boys. Click F, which basically fills a line. F, F, F. Click edge. Get the edges. F, which basically fills in a face. Actually, I don't need both these there. But, oh no, that's not what I want to do. Face. Okay, and then I'm going to actually get rid of these faces since you're not going to see them from the outside. Faces. Cool. Nice, look at that. Oh, never mind. Do that from the other side too. I'm glad I checked. Stay there. Alright. Actually, scratch that. We don't need these faces. Since we're not seeing the inside of that. We want to avoid having faces in things. We don't see them. Also going to remove this face too. Cool. Alright, so since you won't see them from the outside, there's no point in having them on the inside too. And that's, preventing lag 101. And I'll cover them at the top when it reaches to the second floor. Okay. And so let's go back to the beginning of the guest bedroom. We'll make the same thing here, put a loop cut on the front of the closet and then on the other side of the closet. It's like that. And then I'll just do one more before I get out of edit mode. Do one here. Okay, that as accurate as possible. Oh. That's why that makes sense. That's why I made these doors offset. See, because I was going to have a wardrobe here. And so when you open the door, if it's too close to this wardrobe, it could hit oh, okay. Like that, I'm actually going to do what my blueprint says, so it's actually kind of smart. Also going to move this too. You know why? Because I'm actually going to make a modeling sin, and extend this wall all the way to the other side to the bathroom. And then I'm going that way, so when I and then make it go backwards just a little bit, because I'll kind of. So I'm going to actually intersect with that wall again. Then I'll make another loop cut and then kind of connect the vertices there. That way, yeah, stuff like that. So, let's go back to top view. And then I'll make a loop cut. No. Cut right here. Right? Is that? I'll just keep the loop cut there. I'm trying to figure out if the size of the door is actually how big I want the door, but whatever. Okay. It's fine. I can always change it later. I can grab the face of the wall and just move it back and forth. How I like. Okay, and then I'm just gonna get out of top view mode. And just get rid of these faces. Extra face thing. Kind of wish to get rid of the doors, but I'll just use extra mode because it's kind of too much of a house just to make it disappear. I can just do extra mode. It makes my life a little bit easier. With that, we got an area for the doors. That's great. That's efficient. We got the main wall. There's the main, actually, what do they call it? The main cube. Right over here. Oh, I'm drinking some water. Exhausting talking for such a long time. I haven't. Since I've been modeling so much, I haven't been able to talk. And I can sometimes talk and model at the same time, but at the end of the day, I end up like I said 3 times so far, I try to talk and like gesture with my hands, even though like no one can see my no one can see my hands when I do that. So I don't know why I do that, but I do. Okay, let's go back and top view, and then just extrude this all the way. Extruding pretty much until I reach that sunroom. Yeah, until I reach that sunroom. And that sunroom is just going to be different because there's going to be a lot of windows there. And I'll say again, I don't know what I'm going to do with that sunroom. So for the time being, I'm just gonna act like it doesn't exist. So scroll out a little bit, and then let's do Control R. Let's make a cut right here, right at the top, just to get this bit out of the way. Very nice. I'm going to remove this, get this back in edit mode, use space select. That is not what I wanted. Why did my God? That's why it didn't work, because I did the. It's fine if I don't have the face, honestly. Actually, it is not fine. Let me see a bunch. I want to get that face back. Okay. I did the loop cut to the face, to the mesh underneath this cube. That's why we. Wait, then what did I loop cut? I don't know. Another cube underneath that one. The one I'm currently messing with. I don't know which one it is. Oh, yes, that one. Press delete. Okay. Yeah, I don't like intersecting things, as you can tell. Back to top view. Use a look cut. Like everything's accurate. Okay, that is pretty damn accurate. Yes. So delete that. Edit that. Grab the face. Go back to the top view. And then extrude. And everything isn't like sitting, the kitchen isn't sitting like perfect with that. Well, that's okay. I could just, fix it another time. I just, it was just when I was modeling, I didn't want to, yeah. Anyway, I can just move it later. I just didn't feel like doing it then. Another loop cut and then move it above that. And then make another one, do it below. Just like grab the face, extrude it, you know the deal. And next time I stream, I'm gonna have to literally write a paper about what I'm going to talk about and what I'm not going to talk about, because I kind of thought I'd get bombarded by questions, so I'd always have something to talk about. But there's still no one in the stream, so that's it didn't happen. Probably check my recording. Alright, and recording is starting again. So I have about 45 minutes left. Not about, I have exactly 45 minutes left. And then that's all be for the stream. I'll just kind of compile the videos in one thing, upload them, and then I might probably later today I'll start working again. I didn't work that much today. As in I didn't work today, which is another way to say it. It's like that. I just I didn't feel like exhausting myself out on stuff today. Before I stream, so by the time I stream, I'll be like, I just didn't want to do anything, so I decided against it, which is probably for the best. I don't want to make a video and start recording for people when, when even I don't want to be there. So I made sure that I wasn't exhausted by the time, which I am exhausted, but that's fine. So okay, so this is all big main. Maybe not on this part. Oh yes, I remember. The lip cuts. We do the whole thing again. And that was perfect. Do this. I'm going to grab this space and extrude it. Here we go. Oh. And now I'm going to try to combine this what's it called? This thing, I don't even know what to call it. That thing, and combine it to this wall. So I'm going to go this. I'm going to move. Actually, no, probably this space. Cool. And then now I'm going to remove both of those spaces. Kind of hard to tell, but both of those spaces are gone now. So I'm going to I'm actually going to press this so I can see everything a little bit better without anything intersecting. And I'm going to do a cool thing, which I haven't done yet on the stream, is going to merge right last. So this is the last. This is the first vertex I select. This is the last vertex I select. Then I press N, go by last, and then it goes there. So yeah, that merged by the last one I selected. And voila! I just combined a floating face to the main guy. Alright, so let's go back to stop focusing on that and go focus on go back to top view because it is easier to see. Extrude. That's a new one. Again, do some more leaf cutting. I'm just gonna not go on top view. Let's see how good I can do this. Not too bad. Not too bad. Nice. I just got rid of quite a few. There was like 45 in here, something like that. And now there's like, got rid of like 15. And and so when I want to make a window, the line of where the window would be, press Control R. I could do that cut. Oh, I could do that cut, and that'll leave the length of where the window would be, which is super 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 cool. And I wouldn't have to go select out each face. But I don't even know why I didn't think of that sooner. But I think I'm also doing this in the most efficient way possible because. Oh wait. Let me think for a second, then I'll explain what I'm thinking. Okay, I think this will make sense. So I could actually make. I was thinking that, since all this is it's all connected to one thing. If you draw a line, everything is connected to each other. Obviously, there's dead ends like right here and right here, and like right here and right here and right here, and right here and right here. But we don't talk about that. It's all connected, and I was thinking that I'll have to like have this, thing, and then make another part mesh thing, kind of like that. But I realized that I can also just make it one whole thing. I don't even need to have separate parts for this. Can still be a part of this, even though it's not touching. If I use the same tactic that I use for here, where if you saw, I extruded it all the way up, and then I basically merged that together. So I actually can do that for the whole thing, and then make the line for the window, right, and then extrude walls around it, where the windows would go. That is such a brilliant idea. Wow, I am so smart. I am so proud of myself. Okay. Cool. Normally, if I wasn't streaming, I would get out of my chair and just walk around, but I am streaming. And I'm not streaming, I'm recording, because, well, YouTube has this, 24-hour wait time thing, and I, honestly, after the life of me, I don't know why. But there's a, 24-hour wait time. I didn't really look into it, why they do that, but they do that. Alright, back to the thing here. I'm gonna drink some water. Really quite thirsty apparently. Okay, and then I, continue with loop cutting and stuff like that. Let's make sure my stream is still running on Discord, which is my OBS thing. Yes, that's still running. So yeah, everything is going cool. Let me just check my Discord for anything. Any activity. It's like there's a lot of nothing going on. So also yeah, this is intersecting, but that's fine. If you saw on Roblox Studio, it actually doesn't intersect. So that it's like intersecting with itself actually, which is a little weird. if you look, it's actually like pretty thick. Yeah, so it's just intersecting with itself. Yeah, it's no big deal. All right, so back to the thing at stake here. I was trying to focus on that, but I don't want to do that. So top view, and let's continue extruding. Now that's intersecting, and that's okay. And then I'm going to do this thing where I delete faces. Just grab the edge slicks and then do a little bit of filling in faces. I don't need this anymore. I still need that, so I'm going to do that. This is perfectly in line with this, and I know could, if I wanted to, I could just do a lip cut here, but I'm actually going to not do that. I'm actually going to select this space, go to top view. I'm going to extrude it and then move it all the way here. So it's like it's not intersecting with that one because I'm going to actually never mind. I'm going to make it intersect. I need to make a lip cut there. The reason why I extrude it because that's the point of where I want it to end. Of where the hallway thing is. Let's go back to 7. No, 7 is top view. So go here, and then move this here, right above to where, right above to where this stops. So that's a little before this wall, but it's okay. It's just a little bit slight tuned. It doesn't matter too bad. Oh, now I'm going to do again what I was doing before. I'm going to go to X-ray mode. I'm going to select faces and then delete the faces. I'm just going to not go back to that. And then I'll fill in these faces. And then get out of X-ray mode. Object mode, delete that. Go to here. See, now this isn't connecting. This is what I was saying before. This isn't connecting, but it's still part of the main cube. Oh, that's not what can I not select the reference? It's still a part of the main cube. I just went to spec it main cube, but it's not. So. Here we go. And then go to top here. This. Oh wait. I'm really trying to go. No, I need to make. There specifically, reference things. And then go to trusty old X-ray mode. And then I will combine the faces like I did over here to that wall. I get rid of these 2 faces. Then I will merge. merge at last, merge at last, go to extra mode, merge at last, and then merge at last. There we go. So that's all connected, that's all good. And then I will kind of integrate this somehow into the thing. Since I think this wall is perfectly aligned with this one, I'm going to do what I just did before. I'm going to extrude and move it all the way to where this part touches the end of that. And then I will make a loop cut right about here, thereabouts. And then make another loop cut right about on the other side of this. Okay. So delete that. Delete these spaces. I was going to try to get it from the underside, but I realized that was not a good idea. So faces, and then, as always, I'm going to fill in these walls. Object mode, get rid of this space. Edit mode, they select, go to here, and top view. That's good. Now, since this wall is perfectly in line with the wall above, I'm going to extrude it again. There we go, all the way through, all the way. We need to make 2 loop cuts, one for this one. What did I do? And then so I have just a little bit of extra room on the edge right here. That's now I'm going to do that. Okay, so just a little bit more to go. Alright, so I'm getting to this, not exactly quickly, but I am getting through it, so that counts for something. Bum, 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 bum. And now I grab this face, go to top view, and extrude it. Go to object mode, delete this. Look at that, that's so nice. It isn't even connected, but it's still part of it, because I do with my amazing extruding ability. Oh, I forgot to put a base down. You and nuts could be mixed out. There you go. I'm just making weird sounds, honestly, at this point. Like, trying to entertain myself, because there's no one here to entertain me. Developing isn't about being entertained, it's about working, but Talk to you. Yeah, I actually might end up cutting the stream early recording because I honestly don't have anything else to talk about, and I thought I'd get questions. And I might get questions later, but right now I'm not getting any questions. So, and I don't think anyone's listening to Exclude from leaving spaces, and then loop cut. You hear from the top of this, and then to the English, the top of this space and the bottom of this space, and then we're going to merge and stuff like that. So I can sing that for like 20 minutes. I don't think anyone really wants to listen to that. I wouldn't want to listen to that. So I might. Look at that. I might just end it early, unfortunately. Because I honestly don't have anything else to talk about. I'm all out of things to say. So I'll just edit the recording. I'll edit later. I'll upload it raw, and then I'll edit it. It's just probably gonna be like a while. When I have a break, when I give myself a break, I'll edit it. So okay, well I guess I'm gonna leave and say goodbye. So see you. Bye. I'm ending a little early. So I'm just talking to myself, and I really don't have anything else to say. So see y'all later. I'll see you in the next stream, which is going to be in a week from now, which is going to be actually, let me check my calendar real quick. Hold on a fat second. So everything is going to be based off of the. Let's go to the 10th, which is in a week from now. Okay, yeah, so I'll just stream tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on the 10th. And we'll kind of see what progress I made in a week. And I'll just kind of do that for every week until like something occurs. I'm too busy, and I'll just kind of switch the day. But yeah, so everyone can like, and I'll just upload them. If it's not a stream, like something happens, I'll sit here and record. So yeah, I hope y'all. I hope this answered a few questions, but I don't think this answered many questions at all because no one asked questions and no one was here. And you know, I thought I said it was okay, but honestly, I'm not okay. So anyway, I'll see you all next stream on 10. All right, bye.